Hello Libra, we're here to do your reading for October. Kind of a freestyle reading, go with whatever comes out. If you haven't been here before, I'll go over how this works. We roll dice instead of shuffling cards to get the 3D pieces. I picked out this one piece so we had something to look at. This is the Two of Swords, and it's all about choices, trying to balance head over heart. As you know, normally it's a woman who's blindfolded with her holding two swords and an X in front of her. I changed it quite a bit, as you can see, but it's all about the same thing, going back and forth in our head about what to do. I have a Gemini moon, and I have other air in my chart too, so I get the idea. Okay, we're going to roll the dice. We're going to go for 5 pieces. So how it works is, this is 42, and that means this dice here determines whether it's upright or in reverse. Because it's even, it's upright. If it were an odd number, it would be reverse. So we have, I'm going to write this down, 42 upright. $36 up. Now, I have no clue what will come up based on these numbers. You know, I put the pieces in boxes randomly. 79 pieces in the collection. That's 46 in reverse. 46 reverse. And then based on the number, I pick out the piece in the box. So between the randomness in the box and the randomness of the dice, the possibilities are endless. 2, 0, 2 in reverse. I think I saw that one. I'll give you a clue what that is. 0, 1, 2. Looks like you got the death piece. That's 2 in reverse, so it would be death in reverse. We'll do one more. Oops. Here we have 20, 29 in reverse. Okay, I'm going to go over, pick the pieces out, clear the table, and come back and do your reading. Hello Libra, back with your pieces. Take a few seconds, look them over. Maybe you can come up with your own story. If I just look at the pieces here, I get the feeling there's some type of celebration. Looks like a wedding or something, and maybe a little gambling to follow. Some travel, because that could be a honeymoon. In the back there's a dark figure, a little scary. And then there's a spaceship. What could that mean? Maybe it's like the Chariot, just a little faster. I'll go over the pieces briefly. One thing I want to point out is those little U's you see stand for upright. So you have 2 upright and 3 reversals here. The first piece here on the left is the 4 of Wands. Everybody loves that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the center. Next to that on the right is the Chariot. In the back, that dark hooded figure is Death. And the last piece in the back right is the 9 of Pentacles. The most traditional piece here, and it kind of has to do with tradition, is the first piece. The 4 of Wands, it usually stands for celebrations, weddings even. And the 4 of Wands, some people call this a twin flames card. Because if you take the 4 of Wands it can look like 2 1s and 2 1s, 11 11. That's fire energy. It's upright, so that's a beautiful way to start the reading. I chose to build mine on a wedding cake. I consider the layers the foundation. It takes a few steps to get up there, but the outcome is very happy. Next to that is the wheel of fortune, good fortune. That piece is also ruled by Jupiter, which is like a double whammy of good fortune. In this reading, really starting out strong. And I want to mention we have a few major arcana here. We have the wheel in the center, next to it's the chariot, and in the back is death. That's a lot of strong energy. Yeah, very powerful. The wheel means things are changing and changing for the better. Sometimes we don't know it. These readings can be for now, it can be for the future. But change is inevitable. We have to embrace it, even though we're all a little fearful, especially if things are good right now. Maybe that's what we're talking about. Right now, things are great. And when things are good, sometimes even that makes us nervous. And maybe that's where the chariot comes in. Chariot in reverse. The chariot in reverse is something we're all experiencing recently. We have a lot of restrictions. Travel's one. Could be affecting our jobs, our livelihood, our home life. So the chariot in reverse at this point makes a lot of sense. Good news is it's fast energy. So hopefully whatever this is, you or your person will be able to move through it pretty quickly. Then we come to death in the back. Death, the wheel, the chariot, all major and all about change. In case of death could be endings or resisting change or endings. I'd say that's a theme going here pretty strongly. Could also be an actual death, although usually readers say it's not. But if it has, you have my deepest condolences. And you'll need time to heal. As we go through life, we should build up a little repertoire of tools to deal with problems in our life, even pain and suffering. Usually time alone is required. Getting out into nature is a good idea. For some it's music, writing in journals, reading. Reading's big for me. I'm sure you have your own things. If we're stuck in suffering too long, which we should maybe consider talking to a professional. But again, I'm hoping that chariot means we're going to move through this quickly. This reading could be for you, could be for somebody you know, a friend, a loved one, neighbor. So if you can help them out, it'd be great to give them a hand. The last piece here is the Nine of Pentacles. It's in reverse. In traditional tarot, it's the card that has a woman with a bird, maybe, in a luscious garden. She's enjoying the fruits of her labor, very independent. She had to work hard to get there, and she has everything she needs, really, except she's still missing one pentacle. Wonder what that one pentacle is. Could be different for everybody. Pentacles usually mean something earthly, something material, as opposed to something in our mind. Could be that there's been financial struggles lately. That's hit a lot of people. Don't be too proud to reach out for help. Even the mayor where we live, he makes robocalls every night, and he actually offers anybody who needs anything to call him, and he actually means it. We've talked to him a couple times, not about those type of problems, but so I'm hoping you have somebody that, government, church, friends, I'm sure there's people around. So I do think it's definitely worth clarifying here. See what else we can learn. Maybe it'll give us some messages we need. I'd say death and the Nine of Pentacles would be the way to go. We'll clarify both of those with tarot cards. Then I'll pick a Moonology card. And I've been finding that's really been great at summing up these readings and offering very positive, helpful advice. So I'm going to move the camera, see if I can make some room to shuffle on the table. Okay. I'm going to use this little deck here called Visconti. I'll show you here. Visconti Tarot. You can tell by the size of my fingers how small it is. Very cool deck. I love it. When I split the deck, I like to see what comes up. In this case right now, weird, Il Diavolo, the devil came up. And the 8 of Swords. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. Let's see if they come out again once we shuffle. He came up again, the devil. So I guess it's something we should think about here. Take him serious. One card just flipped over. Looks like La Papes, the High Priestess. Shuffle one more time, and then try to get some poppers here. I always have trouble shuffling these, even though I love them. I also can't open those plastic bags. Those bags you're supposed to put your produce in at the market. Clumsy, I guess. I'm a Sag, and I did hear that, known for being clumsy. Cutting the deck. Okay. Okay, we got one. This is for death. The 2 of Wands. This will be for death, the 2 of Wands. Hear that noise in the background? It's my neighbor's compressor. They use it for painting cars. Okay, now we're going to clarify for the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. What do we need to know for the 9 of Pentacles? Thank you. What do we need to know for the 9 of Pentacles? One card for a 9 of Pentacles. Oh boy, too many. I swear, like 8 cards came out. One card for the 9 of Pentacles. In reverse. Okay. We have 2, the full Il Matto in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. The full, cool looking card. He doesn't have his dog here. Usually there's a dog. His little friend is missing. Guess he's off on his own. These cards come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. Alright. And then we have, like I said, 7 of Pentacles to clarify the 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles to clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Let's start with the clarifying death with the 2 of Wands. So we have more fire. We have quite a bit of fire here. I see that as a positive message, because 2's at the beginning of a new adventure, basically something new, starting over. And after we had the Wheel and the Chariot and Death, which are kind of like endings, changes, the 2's great. It's right after an Ace, and because it's fire, you have a lot of energy behind it, positive energy, strength, and well directed. The Aces are about having an idea. The 2 is starting to implement that idea, come up with a plan, take action. So that's the way to go. Now these other 2, clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. The Fool in reverse talks kind of about being cautious, to not act impulsively, maybe to take time and reflect instead of running off carefree, as the Fool means in upright. Since there's no dog here, which represents the friend, maybe it means you shouldn't be asking your friends. Maybe it means you should talk to other people or try to resolve this on your own first. Yeah. Now the 7 of Pentacles, and that's an upright. That's a very, I don't know, that's a good card. It's about working towards your goals, and that positive sign that you'll be successful. With hard work and patience, and to take care of yourself, you can reach your goals. It's part of building your foundation, your career. It's about long-term results that, will be sustainable. It's also about focusing your mind, focusing what you're doing, not being sidetracked. Easier said than done. But air signs are very strong, intelligent, strong mind. Definitely you can do it. Part of building that foundation too is, a 7's not bad. You have the 7 and you have the 9 of Pentacles. You have you have the 4 of Wands, so there's a lot of good in here. And we have to remember to be grateful. Very, very important. To remember the people who helped us get here. Sometimes it's generations of people, our own ancestors, people who fought wars and fought for our rights. And that helped give us a little leg up. Okay, I'm going to pull a Moonology card, see what we get. I love these. I've used them for everybody's reading. This is the book. They're too big to shuffle on camera, but I'll try. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. I can hardly even get the corner in without knocking everything over. I already shuffled beforehand, but I'd like to shuffle a couple more times. I don't read reversals. Okay, I'm going to try to get one card. One card for Libra. One card for Libra. One card for Libra, please. What does Libra need to know? Whoop, there we go. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Interesting. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. I'll look that up in the book. And read part of it at least. Here it is. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. We talked about being stuck before. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Reminds me of the chariot and the flying saucer. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great. Because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in! Exclamation. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. It's another thing we've been talking about. Yeah, this book, I don't know what's going on with it, but it always seems to sum up the readings very, very well. Here's a couple more points. Attuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. I'll put this here. Maybe you can take a screenshot. These are the points I read. Okay, Libra, thanks for coming by. Bring a friend next time. Please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all.